distant planet, a great kingdom was ravaged by beings who came from the future to conquer the universe.
You must have help. Thieves, bandits, fighters and brawlers.
Desperate men. Those are the kind of men I need.
Well, you heard him. We are now an army.
Columbia Pictures presents a world apart from anything you have seen before. Crow.
In 1983, British-American science fantasy swashbuckler film Kroll was released. A movie set in fantasy medieval times. However, the enemy army could shoot laser beams from their swords. Remember how stupid that was? Hey, that horrible idea inspired me to make a Magic the Gathering deck. I remember playing F&M and game nights in Innistrad M13 Return to Ravnica standard. Although I would clean up nicely with a very wicked Esper control deck in that format, I was also very successful with a mono red aggro deck, mostly in part to this guy right here. Hellrider, being a hasty 3/3 for 4 mana, would also grant your entire team the ability, whenever a creature you control attacks, Hellrider deals 1 damage to the defending player. So when a cheaper, harder to remove enchantment called Cavalcade of Calamity was spoiled from Ravnica Allegiance, how could I not try and relive the damage-slinging glory days of yesteryear? This deck is cheap, like $18 cheap. So if you are on a budget and want to throw something together to jump into standard F&M or game day, this might be an easy and fun way to make that happen. Let's start with the engine of the deck, 4 Cavalcade Calamities. The main difference between this card and its devilish predecessor is that only creatures with power 1 or less deal damage upon attacking. But this time around, it states you could target a player or planeswalker, and at half the cost. This card is more reminiscent of Intangible Virtue, albeit only offensively. 26 total creatures in the deck, including 4 Tin Street Dodger, 4 Hunted Witnesses, 4 Healer's Hawks. That makes 12 1-drops with the Goblin providing hasty Savannah Lion style beats, the Witness, who has the best life insurance policy in MTG, and the Hawks to help race other aggro decks. 4 Goblin Instigator, 4 Swiftblade Vindicators, and 3 Immolation Shamans. 2 for 1 bodies mean more Calamity triggers with the Goblin Twins. Swiftblades finally get their time to shine, although Double Strike still only provides 1 Calamity trigger. If the Vindicator gets through, that's 3 damage instead of 2. The new Immolation Shaman punishes our opponents further for using non-mana abilities and could grow quite large later to help close out games. Tilonani's Summoner is the coup de grace, allowing us to create multiple attacking creatures that will hang around if you have the city's blessing. These amigos unfortunately do not trigger Cavalcade of Calamity, but do provide a repeatable red wave that might just be the last points of damage you need. 11 spells to help clear the way for our little army, 4 lightnings, 4 Skewer the Critics, and 3 Citywide Bust. 19 lands total. If you have Sacred Foundries or Clifftop Retreats, then of course those would be the most optimal upgrades for the deck. However, I would rather run a 10 plains, 9 mountains split than play any tap lands. You want to make sure you are going off early and often. I would say flavor your sideboard around your needs for the meta you face at your LGS. So do you like this deck? Do you want more deck techs in the future from this channel? Let me know in the comments. You can pick up this deck online at cardsphere.com, the best place to buy, sell, and trade your paper Magic the Gathering cards. You can also head on over to inkedgaming.com and play this sweet deck on an even sweeter Tin Street Hooligan or Hivemind custom playmat by entering promo code HivemindMTG to get 10% off your purchase. Until next time, Planeswalkers, I'll see you all in the multiverse.